Over the past 25 years in Venezuela were 3 attempted military coups. It is therefore not surprising that in these days when the country was hit by the largest for all history of its recent political and economic crisis, attention is focused on the army and its role in these events. The military will remain loyal to President Nicolas Maduro, or will they support opposition leader Juan Guaido, declared himself acting president of the country and received recognition from the United States and many other countries. Maduro said that is the only legitimate president of Venezuela, broke off relations with the United States after Trump acknowledged Guaido acting president. However, the future of Maduro remains in question, even after Defense Minister Vladimir López Padrino condemned the call by Juan Guaido to the military to switch sides. The Minister of Defense Padrino López is widely known that always ends his official statement with the following words: Chavez is alive, the homeland lives. Independence and socialist homeland. Vladimir Padrino López has made a career after a failed military coup in 2002 when, as a colonel, remained loyal to President Hugo Chavez. After that he became Chief of General Staff and later Commander of the Armed Forces of Venezuela. In 2014, he occupied the post of Minister of Defense in the cabinet of President Maduro. The 1999 Constitution, adopted for Hugo Chavez, gives the army considerable influence and reinforces its political role. This role now extends far beyond the traditional spheres of defense and security. In a country that is groaning under the burden of hyperinflation and shortage of consumer goods, the military is mandated to manage public distribution system of food and fuel, as well as hygiene products such as toilet paper, sanitary napkins and diapers. The military has never been as visible in the everyday life of the country as it is now, says Hernan Castillo, professor of political science at Simon Bolivar University in Caracas. Alcala, who was a supporter of President Chavez, but acts against the government of Maduro, considers unacceptable the participation of the military in managing the economy and finances of the country. Maduro has contributed to over-reliance on the armed forces and chief of the armed forces. He lost the support of politicians and civil society and decided to turn to the military for support of the army necessary to preserve their positions, says Alcala. In contrast to army officials, ordinary soldiers suffer from shortages of gasoline, food, from hyperinflation. Among them there are many dissatisfied. While the armed forces of Venezuela to support President Maduro. According to some estimates, 16,900 military personnel were recently promoted in rank for their loyalty to the government.